Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the Exceptional Conservative Show live from the nation's capital. We're not ashamed of the good news of conservatism, for it is the power of liberation, first to the Republican and then the Socialist. I do apologize for the extensive delay. Apparently there are some Java concerns regarding Spreaker, and I apologize to everyone along the network for any delay or any inconvenience I may have caused anyone while we're doing this particular program and show. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get it kicked off, let us let the children lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Here's the plaque. Let us pledge allegiance to the United States. You know how we do it. We put our hand over our heart and we pledge allegiance. For those who are watching via Ustream right now, the little flags behind us are available for you to pledge to. For those who are watching via live stream, you are able to pledge to the big flag. For those who are listening via SHR Media, Red Nation Rising at 2 a.m. on the Liberty Channel, and also High Plains Talk Radio live. You find a flag and like I have one in front of me and pledge allegiance to it. Kids, take it away.
Your hearts, place your parents, ready, begin. I allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Pledge of Allegiance done. We're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. So much soul, I tell you, so much soul. We're going to put that right here. Hopefully, well, so much for that. Get that fixed a little bit later on. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, very exciting times in Washington, D.C. Apparently, we are experiencing the great joy of the inaugural ceremonies. Again, I apologize for we have lost nearly 20 minutes of our program. For everyone who's following along the internet radio networks, I sincerely apologize for the down day we've had at TECN. I can only tell you that we will, as newly syndicated artists, improve the production work and make certain that we do not allow our schedules to go off and lose devotion. You all know that tonight is Sackhead's Radio Night. Sackhead Sean, Sackhead Clint, and BZ, William Zeppelin will be here at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll be ready to rock and roll and listen to them. I'll make sure that you all have a link. When we come back, we'll be talking with none other than Lonnie Poindexter, if we can connect with him tonight, about some of the issues and things going around Washington, D.C. Thank you all so much, and I want to thank everyone in the chat room, Deborah Blair, Claudia, who is Miss Everyone, Dave Milner, the Unpleasant Blind Guy, and also Mary Brockman, my bouncer. Thank you all so much for just being so patient and awaiting my arrival. And again, for those who were in the chat room and fell out or whatever, I do apologize sincerely for any delays incurred. We'll be right back.
Awesome show here on the Exceptional Conservative Network. We have a brand new show on at 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. We are bound to make you think. We are bound to make you see things differently. We are bound to push you into action for our community, in our country. That's the Really Awesome Show on the Exceptional Conservative Network, 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. See you there.
For the professional mechanic, the home hobbyist, or the most exacting pro shop, the Auto Parts Warehouse has the inventory, quality, and price you need to bring your projects and repairs in on time and with the most savings. From engine assemblies to flywheels, air filters, and body parts, the Auto Parts Warehouse has what you need.
The bloviating Zeppelin. He's Bigfooted enough radio shows to last a lifetime, courtesy of Sean, Clint, Ken, and Josie Joe. Now it's time for him to waddle on his own 2 feet via the glorious SHR media. Gird thy loins for the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon, coming soon to Ossicles near you. Excelsior.
Hi, it's your business diva here, Melanie Collette of Money Talk with Melanie on the Exceptional Conservative Network. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m., we talk all things money on a global, domestic, and household scale that affects you and your wallet. You don't want to miss it.
Good morning.
I'm Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Okay, folks, that's not how it goes. I'm Shannon, and you're Michael.
Yeah.
Okay. We are The Right Way with Shannon and Mike.
Join us from 79 a.m. Eastern Time.
Live on SHR Media.
And on TECN.
Where we'll be talking about all kinds of things.
From sports and politics.
To food and entertainment.
To money.
Family.
And anything else in between.
Community. Holidays. All kinds of things.
It'll be great. Join us from 79 a.m. Eastern Time. Times are dark. The people are misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation looking for direction needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, Public Press, Live, Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guy. Because the truth is not always pleasant.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back to the Exceptional Conservative Show, live from the nation's capital. We're not ashamed of the good news of conservatism, for it is the power of liberation, first to the Republican and then to the Socialists. Coming up now, at this time, at this hour, hopefully we have with us Lonnie Poindexter. Let me see, there we go. Let's try that. All right.
Welcome to Lion Chasers, where faith and public policy intersect. And now, your Lion Chaser with a good fight of faith, Lonnie Poindexter, on Urban Family Talk. I'm not saying that this not instances where there's been racial injustice in the world. This is America, and people are healing and we're seeing the world. He was a president of first. His first president to say that America is not a Christian nation anymore. But you know, we pray for our enemies while we defeat them.
You can't blame folks for messing up the city. That has not been an elected Republican or council or commission or Christianity.
And the co-captain's chair with me today, Reverend Ralph Chance. What's happened is the social justice movement has now been hijacked by a godless movement. Don't be bamboozled. Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Douglas was a military conservative. It's not a black or a white issue. It's a God versus anti-God issue. I know those will say, well, it's all rigged. It's all a game, Lonnie. I try to get that a lot. Beware of the crew that has their bags packed at the train station waiting for Jesus to come back. Be where you want it. No Jesus. But it's coming. Meanwhile, Roland's Bowling, the host of the Black Man Thinking radio show. Welcome to the show, Stanley. Good morning, Ron. How are you? The core issue that I was concerned about we got to do away with the entitlement programs and the things that hamstring us. And that's where the conservative viewpoints really resonate for my generation. And we're welcome to the show, the host of the Exceptional Conservative Show, and that's Brother Kenneth McClinton. Welcome, brother. Lonnie, it's an honor and privilege always to be with your ever-expanding audience.
You're listeners to Lion Chasers with Lonnie Poindexter. If Lion Chasers sounds right for your station network, contact Will Addison by email, waddison@afa.net. Encourage your listeners to be Lion Chasers with Lonnie Poindexter and Urban Family Talk.
This is a tremendous honor and pleasure for all of us.
Well,
Lion Chaser extraordinaire, Lonnie Poindexter. Good evening, sir. It's a great honor to have you on the air with us tonight. Oh, boy. Okay. Can we try this again? Lonnie Poindexter.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message.
All right. So we do not have Lonnie Poindexter tonight. I tried. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been quite a day. Quite a day. And I really appreciate the Lord in my life so far. To all the things that I've gone through, I really appreciate him more and more. Apparently, there are connection and power issues out in Sacramento, California, as reported by Sackhead Sean. So there's a heads up here. They're in a big storm with 50-mile-per-hour winds. So there might be a bit of a problem tonight with SHR late night. So just to keep you all abreast of that. Why we may not have gotten Lonnie this particular evening is because everybody in Washington apparently is clubbing and having a good time, celebrating the anticipated inaugural swearing in of Donald J. Trump as President of the United States of America. We may not be able to get any of the individuals who are scheduled to be on our program this particular evening. That would be the Kraken himself. That would also be Lonnie Poindexter and as well Shannon Wright. So we may try, we may not try. We'll just leave them be where they can enjoy and have a great time. We're waiting for you. I hope you're okay. Thank you, Mary. I love you. Yes, doing just fine. What I want to do, for all those who are in the chat row, if you were waiting for them, they may not be on tonight, and I do apologize for that. I really need to take another break, and then I will be right back.
meet Jason. He was really excited to start growing his business with social media until he realized how complex and time-consuming social media can be. It's difficult to manage multiple social networks and accounts. It's hard to monitor what's happening on social media, follow discussions, and engage with new followers. It's time-consuming to publish updates throughout the day, track and analyze how effective posts are, respond to fans and followers in a timely manner, and gain new customers. The list seems to go on and on. Jason quickly becomes discouraged. How could he ever do all of this and still run a business? He was ready to give up on social media until he found eClincher, the easiest way to manage social media. Jason was amazed how straightforward and simple it is to use eClincher. With eClincher, Jason is now able to leverage the power of social media without having to dedicate several hours a day. He can easily organize all his social media accounts in one place, efficiently plan and schedule his posts ahead of time, engage with his followers, understand the effectiveness of his efforts with powerful analytics, find new customers, and much more. In order to tell your business's story, simplify the process of managing your social media, and analyze results, sign up with eClincher today.
So what do you think about ebooks? Maybe you've never read an ebook before, but you're considering giving it a try. Or maybe you've been reluctant to try ebooks because you don't want to buy another expensive electronic device. Or maybe you already enjoy ebooks, but you haven't been able to find titles from your favorite Christian authors. Whatever your situation, ChristianBook.com has the solution. Your trusted source for print books for over 30 years now offers ebooks. Our always free CBD reader allows you to read on the devices you already own without spending money on a new device. Thousands of Christian ebooks at ChristianBook.com means you can shop with confidence and choose from the titles you want. Plus, we are adding new titles all the time. Browse our huge selection of low-priced Christian ebooks the same way you would printed books. Only now you can go from shopping to reading in seconds. Simply select the ebook you wish to purchase, confirm your account information, and start reading. Free samples of every ebook are available, so you can preview the book first, before you buy it. Plus, there's no lengthy app downloads and updates. Accessing the CBD Reader is as easy as going to cbdreader.christianbook.com and bookmarking the page. The CBD Reader holds your ebooks and bookmarks for you, no matter what device you're on. So, you can take your entire ebook library wherever you go and pick up right where you left off. Our customizable options make it possible to read your ebooks in different font sizes and styles. Want a large print version? You've got it in seconds with a simple click of the mouse. Already own a dedicated e-reader? Download your ebooks to your computer from your ChristianBook.com account and transfer them to your device. Try ebooks at ChristianBook.com and start reading your favorite books in seconds. Easy, economical, everywhere you want to read. Welcome to ChristianBook.com ebooks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back to the Exceptional Conservative Show live from the nation's capital. We certainly are not ashamed of the good news of conservatism, for it is the power of liberation, first to the Republican and then the Socialist. For those of you who happen to be on Red Nation Rising, who enjoyed the past almost 20 minutes of commercials, I appreciate you greatly. You may never come back, and that's fine. But no, it's not really fine, but I understand. When we tune to things that we want to listen to, we want the best, and tonight was not one of the best, and I admit that to you. And so I pray very hastily for greater success in the future. It's been a great week, almost a month, and then we had some down days, and so I do apologize for that. Now, for those of you who happen to be on High Plains Talk Radio and SHR Media Live, again, I deeply apologize to you for the inconvenience, and we move on from there. Apparently, there are those who believe that Obama is the greatest thing since Swiss cheese in the nation's capital. And when you look back over the years, probably the last remaining thing that you can say, the last remaining good thing that you can say about the Obama administration, 8 years with him in office, is that it's over. I don't know about you, but I never want someone to be in a relationship with me and the last words that they speak are, "I'm glad it's over." There is so much excitement, hope, a sense of celebratory joy in Washington, D.C. that it is beyond compare. I have not seen or held or felt this type of emotion in Washington, D.C. since Ronald Reagan was elected to office back in 1980. At that time, there were Democrats who could not believe that a Hollywood actor could run this nation. They dispelled the fact that he had been a two-term governor in California, and had balanced their budgets and had done marvelous work to turn California around fiscally as well as conservatively, and to make it a better and more productive state. See, they couldn't remember that. All they could remember is that he played an actor next to a chimp. When he went up against the mighty Jimmy Carter, James Earl Carter, best known for creating the Department of Education and the Department of Energy, which have literally done absolutely nothing since they've been created by his great omniscient power. Everyone was saying there's no doggone way that Jimmy Carter could possibly lose. The polls look well in his favor. He has been successful in the economy, even though we were at double digit inflation as well as interest rates at that time period. He had done sparkling well with making certain that Billy beer was sold all over the world. It sucked, but someone bought it. Ronald Reagan just kept pressing on. Yes, he was called a racist. They said, Ronald Wilson Reagan, 666, this is the end of the world. We're all going to die. We were told to begin packing our bags the day after the election because all of the black people were going to be deported back to Africa. We were told that his trickle-down policy beliefs were going to lead us into imminent distress and decay. We might as well sell all the gold and silver that we had because the paper money wouldn't be worth anything anyway, neither would the gold or the silver. We were told that they were a bit uppity, bougie even, because they came from Hollywood, and Nancy just seemed like she was apart from everyone else, like she was holding her nose above people like Mrs. Carter. Yeah, we waited and we watched. We watched as Jimmy Carter had virtually destroyed the military that he was in charge of as commander-in-chief. And we were told that his progressive policies were so effectual that he didn't even need to run. No need to get out there and campaign. Stay in Washington. Don't worry about it. There's no doggone way that a Hollywood actor could possibly beat a physicist of high esteem and intellectual capacity, a Georgia farmer best known for his peanuts, and a gladiator for volunteerism. And as the clock ticked towards midnight on election night, the last things I could remember hearing were, it's over, it's over, Jimmy Carter has lost. And no, Jimmy Carter did not lose by a mere 3 or 4 electoral votes, making it so close that you could question. No, he lost by a landslide. That wasn't enough for the Democrats at that particular time period. Yeah, you know, they had been running things so well that we were in double-digit inflation, double-digit interest rates. Homes weren't selling. Energy prices high. My God, it looked as if we were in Aleppo economically. But there was a man who said, I'm going to roll up my sleeves. I'm going to ask the House and the Senate, Democrat run, but I'm going to ask them to institute my policies. And mind you, I want you to know that they were not necessarily happy with the concept that Ronald Reagan wanted to lower taxes. That would cut off federal funding. We need that. That he would encourage his very own chairman of the Federal Reserve to shock the system by raising interest rates so that they might fall. And what did we get from Ronald Reagan? Based on his policies, nearly 3 decades of economic growth, unmeasurably compared to any other nation on the face of the earth. Remember the movie Wall Street? That movie could not have been made if it were not for the political policies and the veracity of Ronald Reagan and his eloquent way of being able to explain to the American people night after night, day after day, and every Saturday morning why his policies would work. Oh, remember 1982, that was that little bump in the recession, and it looked real bad. All of the policies have been implemented, maybe not at the wellspring that we anticipated them to be, but certainly enough of them. And all of the Democrats were lining up to point their gun finger, or their fingers as a gun, to Ronald Reagan and tell him, you see, I told you so. It's not going to work. Ronald Reagan was one of the greatest presidents America ever had. He was accomplished. He was patriotic. He was square with the American people. And he had a father spirit that had been so missing for years out of the Oval Office. Why are people excited tonight in Washington, D.C.? Because we haven't had that in a long while. I know what everyone's telling you, that the unemployment rate is 4.1%, something like that, maybe 4.5, 9, depending on how you look at it. While many will challenge that and say that the real unemployment rate is somewhere around 10%, but who's counting? You have over 100 million people who are out of the workforce. Over 100 million people. I want you to think of the Great Depression and think that there were not 100 million people unemployed during the Great Depression. President Barack Obama ran around the world preaching the testament of being a citizen of the world. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that he is certainly not successful on the world stage, and certainly one of the worst presidents we've ever had. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully Spreaker stays on. I don't know if I lost you. Hopefully, it can't get any worse than this. We'll be right back.
With home values up and interest rates near all-time lows, you probably know that now is a great time to refinance, like the Johnsons, who saved $436 a month.
$436 a month?
It's simple. Just go to lendingtree.com, compare loan offers for free, and see how much you could save in just 5 minutes.
I thought you said the bank gave you the best rate.
Yeah.
Lending Tree. When banks compete, you win.
I have to do everything myself.
Someone is sleeping on the couch tonight.
Thank you for the taking the call. And I really enjoy ICRN, your station, the station I listen to all day.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Dominique, for that. I don't.
Hi, it's your business diva here, Melanie Collette of Money Talk with Melanie on the Exceptional Conservative Network. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m., we talk all things money on a global, domestic, and household scale that affects you and your wallet. You don't want to miss it.
Hi, my name is Christopher Arnold. I'm the executive chef of Infused Restaurant, and today I'm gonna walk you through some of the meals that we prepare here. So we're making a pizza. We use fresh Italian sausage that we cook here and slice it up. Our pizza dough is
Good day,
in-house
Tim McCracken.
made. Our pizza sauce is in-house made. So everything is fresh.
Where are you?
Ingredients.
Where are you? Yeah.
This is our Thai curry chicken.
Still
The
it's well.
sauce is made with coconut milk and the Thai red curry. It is juicy
Well,
chicken thighs.
they can't hear you on this one.
Served with jasmine rice and pita
Yeah.
bread. So now we're gonna prepare our
let me try to do this.
Our fish and grits on the menu.
It's gonna be complicated doing that tonight. It really is. I'm about to shut down. All right. Thanks, Thomas. All right. Bye-bye.
Let me tell you about our infused beef burgers. When we kick the spice up just a little bit with our infused sauce. We start off with 80-20 USDA ground chuck ham patty burgers, like half a pound of burgers, and we're gonna grill it to perfection. After I flip the burgers, we add the sauce and let it cook on into the meat just a little bit. We're gonna add a little bit of pepper jack cheese to this burger to spice it up a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6339 Allentown Road, Temple Hills, Maryland. That is the place that you want to be. 6339 Allentown Road, Temple Hills, Maryland. Go there throughout the course of this inaugural week if you're in town in Washington, D.C. Have some very, very good food. All right, I listened to everybody. I did what everybody asked me to do today. I can't get on Spreaker right now. So if you're on Spreaker, I'm sorry. I really am. I really am sorry. But let me be real with y'all today. Okay, if I can be real. From the moment I awakened until now, I have taken a lot of stuff off a lot of people all day long. And that's okay because I'm the CEO and the chairman, I'm the president, I'm the exec. That's my job. But really, it's really frustrating in all of that is in all of the receiving, the lack of the giving. I want to say that I'm appreciative of everything that God has sent my way. But it's been very frustrating today And part of that is my fault. My fault because I don't know how to say no sometimes. I want y'all to understand something in the scheme of things. That being able to say no doesn't make you a bad person. Being able to say no strengthens who you are so that you can overcome the world. Saying yes to everybody and saying yes to everything creates some very unfortunate circumstances and situations. There is a time and there's a season for everything. And this inaugural season, this is a terrible show. It really is. And I'm not going to lie to you. It's a terrible show tonight. It's the worst show I've done in 6 years. And that's displeasing to me. Part of the reason is, and a lot of people have made statements to me about, being a team player per se, and I understand the team dynamic. You don't have to teach me that. But every time that I say yes, it doesn't always turn out the right way. And in the end, what happens is it defeats the entire cause and purpose for what you're trying to do. If I am ever going to run a great network, I'm going to have to learn how to say no. And sometimes I'm going to have to say no to some of the people that I love the very best. They're not going to like it, and that's okay. Maybe they'll forgive me, maybe they won't. But America, this election was not an election about saying yes, it was an election to say no. Say no to our freedoms being taken from us. Say no to an out-of-control government. To say no to the progressive, communist, Marxist, socialist agenda. To say no to the foolishness of yesterday. And build on the hopes of today for tomorrow. Mary Brockman stayed in this chat room waiting for me. She's been one of my biggest supporters for over 6 years. It really hurts me when I've said yes to a whole lot of other people that I can't greet my bouncer on a timely manner. Let me make this very plain to you, for everybody who's listening tonight. Ken McClelton is the Chief Executive Officer and President of the Exceptional Conservative Network. In order for us to all be successful, my yeses have to be yes, and my no's have to be no. I have to give up trying to feel loved and to give love by saying yes, and learn how to love by saying no. In that way, sometimes we'll be a little bit more profitable than we really have been. Now, for you kiddies who have tuned in tonight, I want to ask you to do one thing. Pray for the nation. Pray for peace in Israel. Pray for justice around the world. Pray that our nation arises from its doldrum of, almost childlike protestation and arise and become mature in spirit and in truth. Let us work together for the good of this nation, that we may overcome everything that ails us so that we all prosper. Maybe not equally, but that we all prosper. There will not be a show tomorrow night. I will be at the Deplorable Ball. I won't be able to see you again or talk with you again until Sunday at 9:05 a.m. for an American Conservatives Exploration of the Inspired Word of God. I want to thank you all so much for your patience. And I'm going to sign off so that you can listen to a better show tonight. I promise you, from this day forward, you might see a different Ken. No, you will see a different Ken. God bless you, and good night. Oh, remember always, if you didn't get anything I said tonight, remember this. God bless America. It's time for America to bless God.